Welcome back to Drive Auto Reviews. Today, we're diving into something completely different from cars, but still totally mind-blowing, the Minuteman III ICBM. That's right, we're taking a deep look at America's iconic intercontinental ballistic missile, how it performs, what makes it so powerful, and even some insight into the costs behind this technological marvel in 2025. Buckle up because this isn't your average vehicle review, it's a journey into one of the most important elements of U.S. defense. The Minuteman III has been around for decades, first introduced in the 1970s, but it remains a cornerstone of the United States nuclear deterrence strategy. Over the years, it's undergone numerous upgrades, keeping it relevant and effective even in 2025. It's a land-based missile, launched from silos spread across the country, primarily in Montana, North Dakota, and Wyoming. Think of it like the ultimate, parked rocket, always ready to launch if the worst-case scenario ever occurred. From a performance standpoint, the Minuteman III is nothing short of extraordinary. It has a range of over 13,000 kilometers, meaning it can travel from the continental U.S. to virtually any point on Earth. That alone is impressive, but what really sets it apart is its ability to carry multiple nuclear warheads. Each missile can be equipped with up to 3 independently targetable reentry vehicles, or MIRVs. In practical terms, that means one missile can strike multiple targets simultaneously, making it a massive force multiplier in strategic defense. The missile itself stands roughly 57 feet tall and weighs about 36,000 pounds fully loaded. That's larger than most commercial trucks, and yet it's engineered for precision and reliability. Its guidance system is a masterpiece of Cold War-era ingenuity combined with modern upgrades, capable of extremely accurate targeting despite traveling thousands of miles. The missile is designed to withstand extreme conditions, from the underground silo environment to the forces experienced during launch, and ultimately the intense heat and speed upon re-entry. While we're talking performance, let's talk speed. The Minuteman III travels at hypersonic speeds once in flight, over 15,000 miles per hour. To put that into perspective, that's more than 20 times the speed of sound. When you consider the missile's precision and destructive potential, it's not hard to see why it's considered one of the most powerful weapons in the U.S. arsenal. And despite being originally designed decades ago, it has kept pace with modern technological demands, thanks to upgrades in guidance, reliability, and safety mechanisms. Now, if you're curious about cost, yes, missiles like the Minuteman III are incredibly expensive. While exact figures are classified in some areas, public estimates suggest that each missile costs tens of millions of dollars to manufacture and maintain. Beyond the hardware, maintaining the silos, training personnel, conducting tests, and implementing security measures all add up, making the Minuteman III program one of the most expensive defense projects in U.S. history. For a ballpark figure, some estimates place the modernization and maintenance program for these missiles at over $7 billion spread over several years. That's not cheap, but when you consider that these missiles are designed to prevent catastrophic wars, the U.S. government views them as an essential investment. The design of the missile is sleek in a utilitarian way. There's nothing flashy, it's built to function flawlessly, with extreme durability. The nose cone houses the warheads, while the midsection contains guidance electronics, and the aft section holds the solid fuel rocket motors. Solid fuel is a big part of why the missile is so reliable. Unlike liquid-fueled rockets, solid fuel can sit in the silo for years without maintenance, ready to launch at a moment's notice. You might be wondering about safety. With missiles this powerful, safety is paramount. The Minuteman III has multiple redundant systems to prevent accidental launches, and it operates under the strictest protocols in the U.S. military. Every missile is continuously monitored and maintained, and the launch process requires authentication from multiple authorized personnel. So while the destructive potential is extreme, the safeguards are equally robust. In terms of upgrades, the Minuteman III program has seen several in recent years. These include improvements to the guidance system, modernized electronics, and replacement of aging components to extend operational life. In 2025, it's considered fully modernized, capable of meeting contemporary defense needs. One interesting fact is that despite its age, it's still faster, more accurate, and more reliable than many newer systems, which is a testament to the engineering behind it. For enthusiasts who love numbers, here's a quick performance snapshot. The missile has a maximum speed exceeding Mach 23, a maximum altitude well into the upper atmosphere during mid-course flight, and, as mentioned earlier, a range of over 13,000 kilometers. It can carry nuclear warheads with yields ranging from 300 to 475 kilotons each. To put that in context, a single warhead is tens of times more powerful than the bombs dropped during World War II. While the missile itself doesn't have a fuel economy like a car, its maintenance and operational costs are significant. Annual maintenance, testing, and personnel costs can easily exceed hundreds of millions of dollars per year. That might sound extravagant, but for a weapon that serves as a cornerstone of national security, it's considered a necessary investment. The U.S. continues to spend on modernization programs to ensure these missiles remain ready and capable for decades to come. Public perception of the Minuteman III is fascinating. It's often referred to as a silent guardian, out of sight, but incredibly powerful. Unlike fighter jets or tanks, you don't see it on the battlefield, yet its presence serves as a critical deterrent. The missile's role in maintaining global strategic stability can't be overstated. Simply put, countries are less likely to engage in nuclear conflict because the U.S. has this kind of capability in place. You might ask how this compares to other U.S. missile systems. Well, the Minuteman III is specifically a land-based ICBM, whereas the Trident II is submarine-launched, giving it mobility and stealth advantages. Cruise missiles like the Tomahawk are precise and versatile but much smaller in destructive capacity. Hypersonic missiles like the AGM-183 AARRW are faster, but don't yet carry the same strategic weight as Minuteman III in terms of nuclear deterrence. Essentially, Minuteman III sits at the top of the pyramid when it comes to strategic land-based firepower. It's also important to consider how this missile fits into broader U.S. defense strategy. The Minuteman III is part of a triad, the combination of land-based ICBMs, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, and strategic bombers. This triad ensures that even if one part of the system is compromised, the other two can serve as a deterrent. The Minuteman III forms the backbone of that land-based leg, providing unmatched reliability and readiness. Technologically, it's fascinating to consider that a missile designed over 50 years ago can remain so relevant in 2025. That's a testament to foresight in design, regular upgrades, and ongoing investment in research and development. The Minuteman III program isn't just about hardware, it's about decades of accumulated knowledge, testing, and strategic thinking. Engineers, military planners, and scientists have ensured that it evolves with the times, without losing its fundamental purpose, deterrence. For anyone curious about seeing one in person, there are museums and Air Force bases where decommissioned Minuteman III missiles are displayed. These exhibits give you a sense of scale. Standing next to one, you realize just how massive and imposing this missile is. It's like comparing a small car to a semi-truck, but the potential energy stored inside is unimaginable. In terms of upgrades moving forward, the U.S. is continuing to invest in guidance systems, communications, and reliability improvements. The goal is to ensure that even as new threats emerge globally, the Minuteman III can still perform its deterrent role effectively. Essentially, it's a future-proofed classic, blending old-school engineering with modern tech. So, what's the bottom line? The Minuteman III ICBM is a marvel of military engineering. It's fast, precise, powerful, and reliable. It remains a cornerstone of U.S. nuclear deterrence, and even decades after its initial deployment, it continues to evolve and maintain strategic relevance. Sure, it's expensive, with tens of millions of dollars per missile and billions in modernization programs, but for a system designed to prevent global catastrophe, the investment is considered priceless. For 2025, the Minuteman III is still in active service, fully modernized, and ready to launch if ever needed. It's not just a missile, it's a symbol of technological ingenuity, strategic planning, and the ongoing commitment of the United States to maintain national and global security. It's a piece of history, a tool of deterrence, and a fascinating machine all in one. Thanks for sticking with us through this detailed review. I know it's a bit different from our usual automotive coverage, but sometimes, exploring extreme engineering marvels like the Minuteman III gives us perspective on what human ingenuity can achieve. If you found this video interesting, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Drive Auto Reviews, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss future reviews, whether it's cars, tech, or incredible machines like this one. That's it for today's review. Stay tuned for more exciting breakdowns, and as always, thanks for watching Drive Auto Reviews.